What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay with Brother Cousin's Toy Reviews, and that's right, I am finally back with another one. Today, I'll be reviewing MMS 680 Spider-Man New Red and Blue Suit from Spider-Man No Way Home by Hot Toys. Let's check it out. Okay guys, so now we got him out of the box. Even with him still being in the plastic, this thing looks great. This is already my favorite, one of my favorite Spider-Man figures. This just looks fantastic, maybe the favorite. And I gotta tell you guys, I spent some big money on this guy. Getting it from overseas, yeah, I paid that money. I ain't even gonna lie. I paid that money for this guy. But man, you know, this is what we do for YouTube. But yeah, just looking at what we got, just giving him a little unveil right here. There he is. Man, this thing looks great. Let's just take it out of the box real quick and just take a look at it. And there he is, looking so dope. Let's take this little, there's the unveil. He looks great. He looks amazing. Fantastic. I really like the suit. I like how shiny it is, but I ain't gonna lie, this thing is definitely gonna be a damn crease magnet. It really, really is, but it looks good. It really does look good. We're just gonna sit him right there for right now. And we'll go through all this stuff, you know, in more detail, but then you got the head sculpt there, the Tom Holland head sculpt, which looks fantastic. Absolutely. We'll just set that down. You also get the webs. We've seen these webs a bunch of damn times, so we already know what we're getting, but you get them. You know, it is what it is. Once again, we've seen these webs. If I can get this out the box. Oh my God. We've seen these webs several times, so we'll just put those there for right now. You got the waist grabber, which I am not going to try to use this, especially with this costume. That just looks, I just think that's just going to be a headache. You got the Spider-Man mask that he holds in his hand. You got that right there, and yeah, that's going to be cool. We're going to have him, feels much softer. Much softer. This material feels way softer than the other materials are. Okay, you got the flight pole right here, which we've seen this a bunch of times. We'll just take that out like so. And of course, I want to get to this right here. This is, you know, while you got the deluxe. Wow, this looks great. This really looks great. They got it in white paper and everything. Look at this presentation. I really like this base, guys. Look at the detail in this. This just makes you think of Christmas, you know? Looks great and it feels great. This is definitely one of my favorite bases so far. This looks good. This really, really looks good, guys. Really looks good. And that's about it with all the big parts. Of course, we got some hands. We got the eyes. We got the hands, which we've seen from all the Spider-Man figures. You see the eyes right there, all the different eye lenses that you get right there. And of course, you get the hands. Got the hands right there, and that's pretty much everything that it comes with. But let's take a deeper look at all this stuff in greater detail. Okay, first up, let's take a look at this diorama base, which is supposed to be a rooftop in the winter where he's at the end of the film in his new suit swinging through the city, and it's Christmas time. This thing just looks fantastic. Now, we'll say it is a little soft in certain areas, and the bricks could use a little bit more pitting and a little bit more detail, but for what it is, it does look good. The built-in exhaust, the AC units, all that looks great. Looks very, very good. Looking at that window right there, I do wish it was a little something in that window. I don't know, maybe a light or just some type of hint of life being there. But it's not. It's just a clear piece of glass. But hey, it is what it is. But looking at the rest of the pipes and how the snow effect is applied here and painted, just looks great. As I said, could it be better? Absolutely. But for what we got, it looks fantastic. The railing on the stairs, all of that looks great. Just a real good diorama piece for this figure. And here he is in all his glory. Spider-Man from No Way Home, the new red and blue suit. Guys, I gotta tell you, this is Spider-Man. This is the Spider-Man. Every Spider-Man figure that we have got thus far has led up to this masterpiece right here. It's like they took all the engineering and everything they learned from every Spider-Man that they produced and they put it in this guy right here. We're talking about ratcheted joints. We're talking about a slightly forgiving costume. I mean, you're still gonna get creases with this thing. That's just what it is with the materials. That's just how it goes. I mean, if you're looking to pose the shit out this guy, you can, but just don't leave it in that pose for too long. Switch up the poses and then go back to something neutral like this right here. That's just what it is with all Spider-Man figures from Hot Toys. Until they can figure that out, that's what we got. But aside from that, this thing is amazing. This is the most comic, accurate Spider-Man figure that we have gotten from the MCU. Starting with the boots. Let's start with the boots. The boots are great. Gives you that classic Spider-Man webbing with the dark web lines, and it just looks good. The way that it just comes together over the foot looks great. You don't get that little weird indentation that you used to get with the Tom Holland Spider-Man figures. They have since then fixed that, so the boot does look a little bit more seamless, and it looks great. Going all up to the blue pants. Yes, the blue pants shine and have like this cross hatching thing going on with it. So when it hits the light, it almost looks like you can see like the different variations and shadows. And it just looks good how they done that. You see the typical MCU type of designs and patterns that they add to this just to give it a little bit more depth and detail, and it looks great. Moving all the way up to the little belt. Man, that area looks so damn good. It looks great and just takes you back to the comics. This is the comics right here. This is the comic look. Now we look at those hands right there and how the hand lines connect to the plastic fist. It looks definitely more seamless going from fabric to plastic. They did an excellent job with that. If you look at the Tobey Maguire one, they actually did good on that one as well, but they did extremely better on this one, making that fabric look just as good. Look just as good as the plastic and having them match up, because there can be separations at times where it just doesn't go together, but right here it does. They did an excellent job on that. Moving up to the back area where you see the spider is screen printed on here, slightly raised and looks good. Going all the way up to the back area where you see the red portions just interconnect with the blue, just looks great. Look at this big old spider on his chest. Once again, reminiscent of the comic books, looking so damn good, which moves all the way up to the head sculpt. Now let me tell you, the head sculpt looks great right here. The masked head sculpt did a great job at it. It doesn't even look like it's a separate piece. It really doesn't. It does not. They did excellent on the neckline and connecting that and making it look seamless to the rest of the outfit. Bravo, Hot Toys. You really did a good job on this right here. Okay guys, and here it is with the Tom Holland head sculpt, and this thing looks phenomenal. This is the best Hot Toys has done. This is the best Tom Holland head sculpt, and the way that it is applied to the body is phenomenal. Just phenomenal. It looks completely seamless. If you look at it close enough, you can see where it doesn't line up quite, but they did a very good job on this. I mean, that looks good. That looks damn good. Just the way they did his hair, the volume of his hair, the skin tones, the paint applications, my God. This is Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Guys, I gotta say, I really think this is the one to get. This is definitely the one to get. For all the people that was like, hey, I'm holding back, I'm not getting the integrated suit, I'm gonna wait and get this one. You probably did the right thing. Most likely you did the right thing because this guy looks great. I mean, honestly, I'll be honest with you. I don't think I'm actually gonna have him posed up with the masked head sculpt. I think I'm gonna have him posed up with this head sculpt because the head sculpt is just that damn good. Okay, this head sculpt is just fantastic. You know, the separate eyeball rolling system is a must for all these figures at this point because it just gives so much life to it. So much life to a head sculpt. Now we have taken this thing out the box and looked at it in detail. Let's get this bad boy posed up. Okay guys, so that's been my review of MMS 680 Spider-Man New Red and Blue Suit by Hot Toys. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a solid 9. Yes, I'm giving it a solid 9. Listen, I would have gave it a 10, but I couldn't because it's a Spider-Man figure. And what I mean by that is, as great as the Spider-Man figure is, most of them, you can't leave them in great dynamic poses like this. You gotta always change up the poses. Now, I'll be honest with you, sometimes I leave mine in these dynamic poses for a very long time, and then it also takes a very long time for the fabric to snap back in place. But over the years, the fabric that they use has been snapping back into place much better than it was with other releases. Hopefully this one will be like that as well. The only thing of it is, like I said, you can't leave it in these great dynamic poses for very long. But what you got here is amazing. The Tom Holland head sculpt is perfection. One of the best head sculpts Hot Toys has ever produced. Look, I'm gonna put it up there with Yondu. That's how good it is. It's on that Yondu Grand Moff Tarkin level, if you know what I'm talking about. Hot Toys has just been showing they ass this whole for over the last couple of years when it comes to head sculpts. They have really kicked it up a notch. And this figure looks damn good. The way the head sculpt is applied, both of them, the masked head sculpt and the Tom Holland head sculpt, is amazing. This is the best Spider-Man figure of the No Way Home line, hands down. Yes, they saved the best for last, and they really came with it. this was a great way to close off this line. And you know, this line it's had its ups and it's had its downs. Let's be honest. It's not a perfect line. And it should have been, because No Way Home was like almost the perfect Marvel movie. It kind of was the best, especially the perfect Spider-Man Marvel movie. So they should have gave us, we should have had bangers all through that line. We did get some bangers. We got the regular suit Green Goblin. We got the integrated suit Spider-Man. We got Electro, which was a straight up banger out of nowhere. But yes, Doc Ock was a good one, but the head sculpt, but the tentacles was amazing. I like that figure. It's like the whole line has been kind of questionable, to be quite honest. But once you have them all together, it's gonna look phenomenal. But back on this figure, it's phenomenal. It's a great piece. They did an excellent job on it. That rooftop base just brings it all together and just makes you think of Spider-Man. The design of the costume, the way they put it together, it's just classic Spider-Man Ditko feels. It really is. They really got the essence of Spider-Man. And like I said before, just a great way to close off this line. I can't recommend this figure enough. This is a great piece. If you were able to get it from Sideshow, you really did yourself a favor. If you're on that wait list, stay on that wait list. Definitely stay on that wait list. Don't do what I did, because I paid a bunch of money to get this guy here to get a review for you guys. I really did. I did get a little bit of a discount. Shout out to 10 Cent, definitely. If you're impatient and you can't wait, and you just like to spend money frivolously, go to 10 Cent. What can I say? He got this bad boy to me in like a day and a half, to be quite honest with you. But for that type of service, you gotta pay them big dollars. I'll just say it like that. But aside from that, this figure is great. Hot Toys did an excellent job on it. I can't recommend it enough. As I said before, this figure is simply amazing. Guys, that's my opinion, but let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, bang that bell for notifications, and all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next one. Peace, and we are out.